What's going on YouTube? Say Steez, and I'm back. Clearly I'm back with another vid, man. And in today's video, I'll be explaining why self-respect is key for success in dating, right? So what you guys need to understand is that, and let's just put dating aside. You guys have to understand that the foundation of being a man is knowing who you are, knowing what you represent, and knowing what you offer, right? And not to people outside, but just knowing what you offer to yourself, and just knowing, right, who you truly are in your essence, right? It all works in tandem. You guys have to understand that this all works in tandem, and that it bleeds into other sectors in your life, right? So when I mean self-respect is required for success in dating, it's that the foundation of you knowing who you are as a man is already there, right? And with you knowing who you are as a man and what you represent and what you can offer, right? You are not going to tolerate BS. You are not going to, right, put yourself on a lesser pedestal than her. Like you putting her up on a higher pedestal and you putting yourself down here. You're not going to do that, because you know that, okay, for example, right? So let's say you get a little boo thing, you get a little girl, whatever, right? Now, not you get a little girl, but you in a situation with a lady, right? You doing your thing, right? It's getting serious. I don't know if it's a title attached to it or not, but you dealing with a lady, right? And the way you got her was under the umbrella of you not knowing who you are as a man yet. You not really carrying yourself for self-respect. You pedestalizing her, right? So she probably made you her best friend, right? And you guys been best friends for about a couple of years, and then she broke up with her ex, and she got real vulnerable, and you stepped in, and you know what, she thought, what the hell, I'm bored, I don't want to be lonely, so why not, let's just make him best friend, the boyfriend, right? So they're in a relationship or whatever, right? And before I go in, like, with the situation after the relationship, him even being there as a best friend, I already told y'all about this. Him being there as the best friend is already not respecting himself, right? Any man who's friends with a female and he's not getting any financial business, like, benefits from it, or he's not getting anything tangible, like benefit, he's not benefiting anything tangibly, he's fucking up, and he has no self-respect, right? So, right, they're in a relationship, and she wears the pants, she makes all the decisions, and she basically questions everything he does, right? She's definitely not being subservient to him, right? So with him being in that woman role, he doesn't understand that every day being with her, he's devaluing himself, right? He's even the shell of the man who she made her boyfriend. At the time when they made it official, he's less of a man than that guy, right? So with you knowing that self-respect is key, you have to understand that it starts in the mind. It starts with your mindset, right? So any self-respecting man, right, believes that obviously he lives his life with purpose. Obviously he's here for a reason, right? Any self-respecting man will tell you, I'm here for a reason, and And, you know, I'm a leader in my life, you know. I lead myself, right? I lead my friends, my family. Like, well, it doesn't have to be, it could just start within. Let's not go outside. You could just start within yourself. Like, yeah, I lead myself, you know, I'm assertive. Like, I make decisions about my life, and I don't second guess it, right? That's just a small portion of you just having some self-respect about yourself, right? You not putting yourself in compromising situations where people could take advantage of you, where people could take advantage, meaning use you, where people is disrespecting you, where people is physically hitting you or whatever. It all starts from within. Because if you don't respect yourself first, who else is going to respect you? Right? When it comes to women, you have to understand that women, when it comes to women, when it comes to women, you got to understand that their man that they're seriously dealing with at the time, their man is their purpose, right? And what did I say before? A self-respecting, any self-respecting man, he has a purpose. He has something that he's doing in his life, right? So a man that a woman is dealing with seriously, that's her purpose, right? And the man's purpose, and the man's purpose is his passion, right? Not the female. The female can't be the purpose. The female can't be, you ever see those chick flicks, or those not chick flicks, but you see those romantic movies where those guys profess their love and he says, "Oh baby, I can't do without you. I can't live without you. I can't imagine a life without you." Those guys have zero self-respect. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. That junk is crazy, but those men have zero self-respect for themselves. And you can't even imagine how many guys out here in the real world are actually like do that. I know I'm referencing like movies and stuff like that, but no, I'm talking real life shit. Like, guys really, really carry this mindset that I can't live without her. I have no purpose without this woman in my life, right? And with being in that mindset, you're automatically lower than the girl. You're automatically lower than whatever female that you're dealing with in your life. Automatically lower. So if you still have this mindset of, okay, let's just say you don't know what your purpose is yet. That within this process of you not knowing what your purpose is yet, it's a terrible time to deal with women seriously. Terrible. 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 As a man, you should know what you want in life first, because the world is gonna judge you on what you've created, what you're working on, how you know the exterior tangible things that you can offer. Like, this is what the world judge you as. Obviously, right? You shouldn't really take serious what other people think about you, because that's out of your control. I know this, but what I am saying is that, what would you want your grandkids to say about you? What would you want if you live a long, healthy life? What would you want your great grandkids to say? What would you want your kids to say? What would you want your family to say about you when God forbid, but let's say when that time comes, because everybody's time is gonna come, when you passed away, what are people going to say about you? Or are you going to be another guy that really won't be missed like that? Of course, your immediate family and people who care about your loved ones are going to have that, time period where they're grieving, but the world's going to keep going, and it's not going to stop for nobody. But people aren't going to look back at your life and really revere it, really like look at it and be like, wow, like, I really want to live a life like that. Like, the life that he lived a graceful life. He lived a life of importance. He lived a life of competence. He lived a life worth living. Right? So So you got to understand that with knowing all of this, you should not be in a serious relationship with a girl if you are not seriously on your purpose, if you have no type of passion. Right? You shouldn't, and here's the thing, even if it's, yo, I'm just messing with chicks, I'm not taking chicks seriously, even in that regard, the slightest BS you sense, you're out, you're done. You should never, ever, ever feel scared for a woman to walk out of your life. And when you act like it, right? Not even act like that. When you're just naturally being the man that just doesn't care when a woman walks in and out of his life, that makes you 10 times more attractive. And then she is on you like white on rice. Like white on rice. She is on you crazy. She wants to see you all the time. Right? She's bugging you, annoying you, right? And never let that steer you away from your purpose. But you will get that true, authentic, genuine attraction. So guys, hear me clearly when I say this. A man's purpose is his passion. Then follows his woman's passion is me on my purpose, on my passion. A woman's purpose is me focused and geared towards my passion. You have to understand this, because when you understand that dynamic, it changes everything you think about females and relationships and all that. It changes everything. It's like a new world has opened up. Now you look at a girl, she could be a 10 to you, because looks is subjective, right? Whatever your scale is, from 1 to 10, 1 to 30, whatever your scale is, let's just go 1 to 10. Everybody uses 1 to 10. She's a 10 out of 10 in your book. In your eyes, you're like, okay, not everybody's not. If we're going to say 10 is perfect, she's a 9.5, right? She's like, damn, she's hot. Like, she's hot as hell. Like, she'll be fine. She got it going for herself. All of that, right? Even that won't even impress you. Like, baby girl, your looks don't impress me, right? You think I'm new to this? You think I'm new to, a beautiful woman in my life? I've had beautiful women in my life. And beautiful women are the most stuck up, are the most, you want to know why? It's because beautiful girls, they grew up cute and adorable when they was little kids. And when they was little kids, no one ever corrected them for their wrong ways. You know why? Based off of the way they look. She's that cute little adorable girl. She's never felt no harsh reality. So when she comes into a guy like you and she's getting that taste of a real man, right? And she gets that harsh reality a bit, your indifference is going to make you 10 times more attractive, 100 times more attractive. Because now she's experiencing something that she's never experienced before. So with me knowing that, in my mind, I think that hot chicks are easier. Because it's like, yo, I understand what I just said. It might sound contradicting. Like, yeah, they're more stuck up area, whatever. But when they run into a guy like you, they know that they can't run that mess. They can't play that with you. Now they're reverting back to the feminine female side of them. Like their calm side, their calm feminine side. Obviously, every woman has their fits. Obviously, girls with their periods and all of that. Like, it's just natural. It's just biology. They're gonna have their emotional swings. I know this, guys, and I know some of the things I'm saying may contradict. But hear me clearly when I say this. I don't care what she look like. She could be the baddest of the baddest chick. She is not my purpose. She will never be my purpose. She is a component in my life, and if I'm dealing with her serious, I got love for her, but I'm not in love with her. She's in love with me. I got love for her, but I'm not in love with her. I have to be in love with my passion. Because everything revolves around my purpose in this world, my passion. That's what I'm judged on. That's what I think about each and every single day. That's what I'm striving toward. Not a female, not me keeping a woman in my life. And that's another thing for y'all guys. Stop trying to hold women down. Stop trying to keep them in your life so like the more you pull, right? The more you pull towards her, the more you pulling on her, the more she just wants to pull away, right? The more she just wants to pull back. You have to understand that most guys aren't doing this. Most guys don't have this information when it comes to dealing with women. So you guys have the leg up on the guys who don't know. You want to carry yourself like you are the shit, like your shit don't stink. Look, let me tell you something, guys. These attractive women, they shit, they eat, they sleep like you do. I'm sorry. They shower come on. They're regular human beings on planet Earth, just like you. They're not that special. I'm not saying I'm special. I'm not saying you're special. I'm not saying anybody's special. But what I am saying is that women are definitely not worth putting on a pedestal. They are. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that, guys. Self-respect. I respect myself to put my passion, what I want out of life first. Because you know what my passion is going to breed? Right? Generational wealth. You know what generational wealth is going to breed? A nice family for this generation of my family, the next generation of my family, and the next generation of my family. And that is 1,000 times worth more than a chick, just a woman, and it could be a woman that's in my life seriously. That's worth way more than a woman that's in my life seriously, right? She's an important component in my life if I'm dealing with her seriously, because she has access to so many vital things, so many intimate things to me, right? If I'm dealing with her seriously. But she doesn't have all of me, right? And that's where the mystery comes in. She doesn't have all of me, right? Because I respect myself to not put her on the pedestal, right? So that's the video for today, guys. I hope I explained that the best way I could. Guys, you have to understand, it's all up here. It's all up here in the mindset. You have to change your mindset about women, about dating. In life, you have to change this. Put what you're passionate about, your purpose, at the forefront. That is the most important thing that you can do, right? So that's the video for today, guys. Say Steve's, and I'm out.